and this is supposed to be a tour. As you can see at the bottom, they're supposed to be doing this in a long period of time. I think, or for a long period of time. I think this is his response, or maybe not even response, but version of the Unfuck America tour. This is his go around, prove that no Trump supporters can defend their arguments. So I think it's good for us to listen to stuff like this. We might not do the whole video just because it would eat up a lot of the stream time, but I really do think it's important to go through the arguments. You'll run into maggots that are still believers, so it's important to have those. You know, I think one of the biggest things that we've lost is it's so easy to just not challenge things that you find over the top offensive. So, you know, somebody from MAGA is talking about how, oh, well, undocumented, you know, immigrants, well, they're really people, you know, or do they really deserve rights? Or they're on, I even heard somebody from my own side saying Kilmar Abrego Garcia, this is just not a big deal because, you know, he's not a citizen. Neither are you. Neither are you then. That's the claim. That's my claim to anybody who supports that. If you think that non-citizen, if you are on American soil, but because you're a non-citizen, you don't deserve due process, fuck you, you're not a citizen. That's what I have to say to you. Having quick arguments like this, I think, is going to be the difference in changing people's minds. If every maggot, every time they bring up that stupid shit, gets hit with the absolute defeater to the argument. Oh, well, Kamar's not even a citizen. He's just a legal resident. Okay, cool. You're an MS-13 gang member, and I say you're a non-citizen. Oh, well, I can prove it. To fucking who? The ICE agent whose mask covers his entire face and you're already on the plane? Who do you get to prove it to? Who? Because you don't get to see a judge. You don't get to see a judge. You're already on the plane. You're already gone. Do you even get to talk to your lawyer? Do you have a lawyer on retainer? Would the lawyer answer your call, even if you did get a chance to call them before you were detained? If any one of us doesn't have the right to due process, none of us are guaranteed the right to due process. Yeah, you might get it. You might bump into your local cop at your local thing. There may be still the workings of courts going on, but fundamentally, top down, the executive is in direct contradiction of the Supreme Court right now. The highest court in the land isn't being listened to on somebody that needs to be facilitated his return. If it were you, you would not be back. You'd still be in X country. You'd still be out the fuck away. Why? I hate, it's a lack of imagination from people thinking that this can never happen here. It's so different. We're not any other country where we're just America and we're so special and we're so exceptional that it can't ever happen here. This is wishful thinking, optimism to the point of obscenity. This is divorced from reality. Not everybody has to see things my way, but this kind of ignorant, oh, well, things will work out mentality needs to stop. We need to have these conversations with these people. Yes, these are the bad things that are going to happen. Yes, if you take away due process for him, you take away due process for others. And by the way, I'm accusing you now, and I'm going to go report you to ICE when this is done, that you are an MS-13 gang member and you are a non-citizen with a fake ID. If we get to the point where ICE doesn't need a warrant for it, they don't need a warrant to come in your house, and they don't have to prove that to a judge, where the fuck are we? This is McCarthyism. This is the accusation is enough. This is the opposite of American values, like guilty until the new American policy is going to be guilty until proven innocent, and you don't get your day in court, rather than the fundamental American, or one of the ideas that we have here in America, one of the things that we stand behind is you are innocent until you are proven guilty. It is the responsibility of the state, whoever is charging you, whoever is coming with that evidence, it is their responsibility to prove beyond whatever we deem, beyond reasonable doubt, whatever it may be, depending on the court case. It is their duty, not ours, to prove our guilt, not us prove our innocence. Understand that these are fundamental things that are being shattered, crashed, battered along the shores of this constant, these tidal waves of attacks against the Constitution. And the norms are breaking right around the edges, and now people are getting the appetite for it. Well, you know, we sent off a non-resident and nothing really happened. They couldn't really do anything. How long till, as Trump said, the homegrowns are next? How long until we have some citizens there? And then I've heard from people that, oh, well, that's when people will stand up. That's when it'll be right. Why? Why would they? You're telling me that when it's a citizen, there's going to be some mass outcry. I say something bad is happening right now. Something terrible is happening. Something unconstitutional is happening right now, and you don't care. The citizen being taken is just another form of that unconstitutionality. The citizen being removed from the country and just disappeared somewhere is just another thing. If you were able to overlook this unconstitutionality with Kilmar, why the fuck do you think then other people, even if you change your mind when it's a citizen, why the fuck do you think other people would? What compelling evidence can you give me that, oh, well, I let this unconstitutional thing happen because, well, he wasn't really a citizen. He's a non-resident. The Constitution is clear about when it means citizens and when it means people, its inhabitants. It's very clear on that. So it's not there is no debate. The Supreme Court 9-0 said, bring Kilmar back. He is not back. And here we are. That is the issue. Anyone who loses any of that stuff, why do you think, why is it different if it's a citizen? The Supreme Court would still rule 9-0 to bring him back, and the executive would still say, go fuck yourself. And then people would just go on living. And then now we have a citizen. And then people get normalized with the idea of citizens being taken.